video we are going to convert Fisher projection into Sawhorse, and then we are converting this Sawhorse projection into Fisher projection. First of all, let's see the conversion of Fisher projection into Sawhorse projection. The first important point is that Fisher projection of a compound can be converted into Sawhorse projection first in the eclipsed form. Why? Because Fisher projection is itself a eclipsed form. So we are converting this Fisher eclipsed into Sawhorse eclipsed here. It includes two steps. Let's see this step 1 here. The important point in this step 1 is that hold the model in a horizontal plane. So here we have to hold the model in horizontal plane. So it is Fisher projection. This is the front carbon and this is rear carbon. First of all, we have to hold the model in horizontal plane. So first of all, let's see what is vertical and what is horizontal here. Vertical means straight up and down. See, it is straight up and down. It is vertical. Horizontal means left to right. So it is horizontal. Here, first of all, we have to hold the model in a horizontal plane. So we have to hold the model like this. So it is vertical and this is horizontal. We have to hold the model like this. I have already represented the skeleton of this Sawhorse eclipsed. Now I have holded the model in horizontal plane like this. So this is holded like this. So here. The other important point is that such a way that groups on vertical line point above. We have to hold the model in horizontal way in such a way that groups on vertical line point above. So it is a vertical line. Which are the groups present on the vertical line means this COOH and this COOH. So they should point above. So this is the point where we have to write this, where we have to represent this COOH. Here is a COOH and here is a COOH. They should point above. Why? Because they are the groups which are present on the vertical line here. We know that this thing is towards the observer and it is away from the observer. So it is front carbon and it is rear carbon. So here are the groups which are left, that is we have represented the COOH pointing above. We are left with OH and here is H. And here is the rear carbon. It is also a rear carbon, that is away from the observer. So I have represented COOH already. So we are left with H and OH here. Now we have converted Fisher eclipsed into Sawhorse eclipsed. Now we are converting Sawhorse eclipsed into Sawhorse staggered. Staggered conformation is more stable. Now to convert this Sawhorse eclipsed into Sawhorse staggered, we have to perform the second step, that is one of the carbon is rotated by an angle of 180 degree to get staggered form. So we are rotating one of the carbon by an angle 180 degree. So here is a carbon and here is a carbon. It is front carbon and it is rear carbon. We can rotate one of the carbon by angle 180 degree. We will get staggered form. So now here I will not rotate it. I will rotate this rear carbon here. So let's mention it here. It is COOH. Here is OH and here is H. Here no change, but I am rotating this one by 180 degree. When I rotate it by 180 degree, that is half circle, this COOH will come downside exactly opposite to this side. So this COOH will come here. So here is COOH. This OH will point here. So it is exactly opposite to this one. So for this OH exactly opposite I am writing here. So here is OH. And if I rotate this hydrogen by 180 degree, this will come here. This is the staggered Sawhorse form. This is the staggered Sawhorse form. Once again, let's see this step 2. Here one of the carbon is rotated by an angle 180 degree to get the staggered form. So we have to rotate the carbon by 180 degree. So if I rotate this carbon by 180 degree, this will come exactly opposite to this one. This will come exactly opposite to this one, and this hydrogen will come here. So this is the way the arrangement takes place. Here I will remember the difference between the structural form of this eclipsed and staggered like this. If you want, you can also remember like this. So in this eclipsed form, see, these two are pointing like this, but in the staggered form, one is pointing above and one is pointing below. So this is the difference between the eclipsed and staggered form. I remember like this to avoid confusions. Here let's take another example where fissure is converted into Sawhorse projection. First of all, we are converting this fissure eclipsed into Sawhorse eclipsed. We are holding the model in horizontal plane in such a way that groups on vertical line point above. So we are holding the model in a horizontal plane like this. So it is vertical position. We are holding the model in a horizontal plane here, such a way that groups on vertical line point above. Which are the groups present on the vertical line? That is CHO and CH2OH. So it is front carbon and it is also front carbon. So I will represent this CH2OH here, and this is rear carbon and it is also rear carbon. So the groups on the vertical line here for the rear carbon is CHO. So I have written it like this. Now let's write the remaining things. That is, we have written CH2OH here. So we are remaining with HOH here for the front carbon. This whole thing is for front carbon and this is also front carbon. So HOH. Now for the rear carbon, I have already mentioned CHO. Now we have to write this H and here is OH. This is the eclipsed form. See here, it is also pointing upwards and this is also pointing upwards. If both are pointing downwards means also it is also eclipsed form. If one is pointing upwards and one is pointing downward means it is staggered form. If you remember like this, it will be easy for you to remember this, the difference between this eclipsed and staggered. Now coming to the step 2, we have to rotate one of the carbon by an angle 180 degree. So let's rotate this rear carbon only. So let's write this CH2OH here, this H, this OH. Here is nothing changed here, but we have to rotate this carbon. We have to rotate one of the carbon by 180 degrees. So I am rotating this carbon. So if I rotate this carbon, this CHO will exactly come here in the opposite position of this. So here is CHO and this is opposite position is, here is OH, and here for the opposite position here is H. See here, this is the opposite position for this. 180 degree means exactly opposite for this. That is, it is off circle. So now here we have got the staggered form of the Sawhorse. This is the conversion of fissure projection into Sawhorse. Now let's see the conversion of Sawhorse into fissure projection. For the conversion of this Sawhorse into fissure projection, let's once again take this example. Here staggered form is converted into eclipsed form first and then converting into fissure form. If they have given in the eclipsed form, then we can easily convert into fissure projection directly, but if they have given in the staggered form, we have to convert into eclipsed form first, then converting into fissure form. Now let's see the conversion of this Sawhorse projection to fissure projection here. Now we have taken the example First of all, we have to convert this Sawhorse staggered into Sawhorse eclipsed. Then the eclipsed form of Sawhorse is converted into Fisher form. Now, to convert this Sawhorse staggered into Sawhorse eclipsed, we have to rotate one of the carbon by 180 degree. So I am not rotating this front carbon. So I am writing it as it is. So here is H, here is Br, and here is CH3. Now we are rotating this carbon by 180 degree. So this will come here, exactly opposite for this, that is CH3, and this will come here, that is Br, will come exactly opposite for this, and this H will come here. So I will write the H here. So both are pointing downwards. So it is the eclipsed form. See here, it is pointing downwards and it is pointing upwards. So it is staggered form. Now we have got the eclipsed form of this Sawhorse. Now we have to convert this eclipsed form of Sawhorse into Fisher projection. Now let's write the skeleton of this Fisher projection here. This is like this. It is the front carbon and it is the front carbon, and it is the rear carbon and it is the rear carbon. So for the front carbon, here is a CH3 and here is H, here is Br, and for the rear carbon, it is the rear carbon. This group should point upwards, that is CH3, and here is Br, and here is the H. This is the Fisher projection. This is about the conversion of Sawhorse projection to Fisher projection and Fisher projection to Sawhorse projection. Thank you for watching.